Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Mamee Cup Melaka International Basketball Championship 2019. Welcome to stadium. We will continue the game. It's a last day game today against Singapore. Kim Hua Sport Club against Chinese Taipei. Put hand together. We will call the team names. The first name is the Singapore team's jersey number 8, MGR Gopal. Jersey number 9, Tan Yuan Yong. Jersey number 10, Hieu Zi Lee. Jersey number 11, Liu Jun Hao. Jersey number 12, Pong Jun Kai. Jersey number 14, Chia Xiao Liang. Jersey number 17, Chua Deng Yu. Jersey number 18, Michael Falkhoff. Jersey number 21, Lim Yong Cheng. Jersey number 22, Wong Liang Rong. Jersey number 23, Ti Chia Hsin. And jersey number 31 is Gerald Brandris. The team manager is Gan Cheng Xiong. Coach Mr. Han Liu Jun. Assistant coach is Mr. Ko Meng Khun. Team officer is Chua Lam Hoi. Then now we would like to call Chinese Taipei teams. Jersey number 1, Brandon Sharon. Jersey number 2, Kiao Cheng En. Jersey number 5, Wao Jun Wei. Jersey number 6, Cheng Ming Yu. Jersey number 7, Liu Yen Tang. Jersey number 9, Lin Tong Feng. Jersey number 10, Hsin Yao San. Jersey number 11, Lin Chun Chi. Jersey number 12, Ting Huang Ho. Jersey number 14, Jian Teng Chua. Jersey number 24, Kwa Han. And jersey number 66, Wong Shen Lim. Then our coach, team manager is Lee Da Wei. Coach Mr. Liu Meng Chu. Assistant coach Shen Yong Yi. Assistant coach number 2 is Lin Pei Chien. Then today is our referee is Tong Chin Chan. Yes. Umpire 1 is Lau Chon Chong and umpire 2 is Lok Chon Ying. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today our games. Today is last day. Our game is 3 o'clock. We start by the Singapore Hsin Sport Club and Taiwan Chinese Taipei. For the first 5, our teams already we start a game. Few minutes. Still got a 30 seconds to we start a game. Welcome to Mamee Melaka International Basketball Championship, D5, last day. Today, the first game, Singapore against Chinese Taipei. Already have 5 players in the court from first 5. Chinese, Singapore, jersey number 21, jersey number 8, and jersey number 14 and 31, and jersey number 18. Then against Chinese Taipei, jersey number 1. Now we already go for the jump ball. That's the first team. Singapore control the game by jersey number 18 in the front corner. They go for the one shoot. Jersey number 21 try to make it the shot, but not good. Then now Chinese Taipei attack to the basket. Singapore was out the ball. Now the referee gives the inbound to the Singapore team to control the game in the backcourt. Yeah. Jersey number 31 tried to make the 2-point. Yes, get the 2-point for Singapore teams. Now the Chinese Taipei attack to the basket. Singapore team. Yeah, 3-point make it by the jersey number 14 from Chinese Taipei. Now the point is Singapore 2-point and Chinese Taipei is 3 points. Now we continue the game with the Singapore attack to the basket. Out ball. The referee called the out ball for the Chinese Taipei. Control the game. Yeah, still controlled by the Chinese Taipei. Jersey number 11 is a very good player. And now Chinese Taipei still control the ball. Jersey number 12. The attack the basket. It's a jersey number 1, the important player. The tall players are 1.89. So try to 2 points from outside. Jersey number 10, but not back. And still try again by the Chinese Taipei. Jersey number 1 get 2 points. Make it the extra 2 points. Now Singapore 2 points and Chinese Taipei 5 points. Okay, Singapore make the attack to the basket. Chinese Taipei. Yes. Oh. Now jersey number 31. Controlled by the jersey number 31 Singapore. Yeah, true. He get the 2 points. Now the Chinese Taipei attack for the basket. Yes, good. The tall player, jersey number 1 is the black guy to get a 2 points. Now the Singapore is a 4 point and Chinese Taipei is a 7 point. Still control the game in the front court. Singapore control the game. Yes. Try to 2 point, make it not true. Then the ball turn over to the Chinese Taipei to control the game. Now Chinese Taipei make it a layup or under the basket. Yes, good. 2 point. Get it from the jersey number 12, Chinese Taipei. Yeah, now Singapore attack to the in the front court to the Chinese Taipei basket, but fall made by the Chinese Taipei, jersey number 1. Referee call the fall and they will go for the side ball for the Singapore team. Okay, Singapore inbound in the basket. Try to get the ball. Oh, ball turn over to the Chinese Taipei. Now Chinese Taipei, jersey number 11, try to make 2 shots. Wow, good pass. Then under the basket, then they go for another try by the jersey number 1, but not in. Same time, Singapore team make it fall and 2 free throw for Chinese Taipei. We're waiting for the 2 free throw. It's the first free throw by the Chinese Taipei. Jersey number 1. Not in. Wait for the second free throw. Now the point is Singapore 4 and Chinese Taipei 9 points. Still Chinese Taipei leading the point. Another free throw. Yes, successful. Make it 1 free throw. Then now Singapore control the game. Very good pass, long pass. Okay, the ball's turn over to the Chinese Taipei. Still Chinese Taipei control the ball. Yeah, defend by jersey number 12 and jersey number 1, clear control. They make layup, then the ball turn over to the Singapore teams. Yeah, Singapore, jersey number 2, layup, very good. Then under the basket, they make it a try. Oh, no in. Yes. Still the Singapore team control jersey number 14 and get the ball and try to make a 3-point by jersey number 3. Or not in. Yes, now the ball turn over to the Chinese Taipei. Yes, Chinese Taipei, jersey number 1. Very nice turning and make the shot, but ball not in. Okay, Chinese Taipei number 8 make the fall and now the ball turn over to the Singapore team to control the game. Okay, now Singapore control the game in the front court. Make it the 3-point shot. Yes, successful. Very good. Very nice shot from the Singapore teams. Now the point is Singapore 7 and Chinese Taipei 10. Oh, 3-point. Oh, jersey number 14. Try to make it 3-point. Yes, good. Jersey number 14 is a very good player and a very sharp shooter. He's a mega. So many get the point in the team. Help the team to win. Yeah, now Chinese Taipei control the game. Wow, in. Under the basket, they layup. Very nice layup. Jersey number 12 make it 2 points. And now the jersey number 18 Singapore control the game. Yes, try to make it 3-point, but not in. Then the ball get back to Singapore. Then Singapore team still control the ball, but now the ball's out ball and okay, Singapore go for the timeout. Maybe the coach will give any session for the teams. A very professional coach, very quiet and control the teams well. That's why the team will win for the 4th time and lost with the Philippines last night. But still the team is very good. Then all the players are very, very young players. Chinese Taipei control the game inbound for Chinese Taipei. Jersey number 11 pass to jersey number 8 for the free throw. Yes, still the control by the Chinese Taipei. Very good. Turning and a 2-point make it by the jersey number 12 for Chinese Taipei. Another team turn over to the Singapore. Jersey number 31 try to make it 3-point, but not in. Rebound get by jersey number 8. Go for 2 points. Or not in, but the ball turn over to the Chinese Taipei to start the game. Good tap. Chinese Taipei control the game. Try to make it 3-point. Long shot. Jersey number 1 control the game. Yes. Good screen and get 3 points. Oh, in. Very nice ball. They make it a 3-point counted. Now the Chinese Taipei 20 and Singapore is 7 points. For the first quarter, we have a 3.50 second, 2 points make it by the Singapore team. Jersey number 11. Singapore is from Jiangsu Sport Club. All the young students. Wow, that very nice turning and jump shot from JC number 14. Make it a 2 point. Singapore lay up under the basket. So nice 2 point. He get it.
So it's like Singapore 11 and Chinese Taipei 22. With slightly more than 2 minutes remaining on the clock in the first quarter here. And Singapore making its move, currently number 18, Michelle Polkov. 31 here, Jarrell. Jarrell's going in. Well, before the attempt, the whistle has gone from the umpire. As we take a look at the skill of Jarrell Bradley Chavez. Tried to go for the basket, he was fouled. Therefore, the free throws here for Jarrell. Off the rim, the first one from him. And into the basket. Just the 1 point then. 10 points behind Chinese Taipei currently. And Chinese Taipei, Darius Smart, who's asking for the ball, Shin Ya Xuan. But dispossessed is back to Singapore with Jarrell. Making full use of the opportunity to break away. To find another 2 points for Singapore. And a timeout call. With the score stands at Singapore 14 and Chinese Taipei 22. Up against Chinese Taipei. It will be possession for Chinese Taipei. Number 11 is Lin Chunchi. with the main man Xie Yashuan. Chunchi, oh, what a shot there from the number 11. A 3-pointers contributed by Chunchi. Taking Chinese Taipei to 25, and here's Jarrell. Hoping to emulate Chunchi, but it was off the rim instead, unfortunately. So back to Chinese Taipei. Coming to the final 1 minute of the first quarter of this game. And another one. Well, he's on fire. Lead Chunchi, the number 11 for Chinese Taipei. Yet another 3-pointer. And once more, Chinese Taipei on the offensive. What a shot! That's 3 in a row. And the third one came from Xie Yashuan. The team's on fire right at the end of the first quarter here. Michelle Volkov, Singapore going for it. And there was a foul spotted by the umpire. Surely a push there as we take a look at this piece of action. There was a push on Calvin Liao, and possession given to Singapore. And lost, or rather missed opportunities, and Chinese Taipei right at the very end. Kuo Han was dispossessed. And the ball was pushed from his possession. It's still possession for Chinese Taipei. Surely the final piece of action here from the team in blue. It's going for another 3-pointer off the board instead. And Singapore. It's now or never. Before they go for the break. Is Kevin Liao? No, unfortunately. From Kelvin Liao off the board, and with that, the end of quarter number 1. Into the basket, and what a shot there from Ting Quang Hao once more. Well, it has been a Chinese Taipei almost all the way, and here's Singapore. A rejection nicely done by Darius Mat to deny Michelle Polkov. As we take a look at this action from Jian Tingjiao once more. Michelle Volkov with another attempt there for Singapore. So it stands at Singapore 14, Chinese Taipei 31 at the end of first quarter of this game. Okay, you're watching the live streaming here. All set for the second quarter of this game between the team in blue, Chinese Taipei, and the team in white from Singapore Xinhua Sports Club. Number 6, getting ready to Chen Mingyu. having a good outing in this tournament. Chien Ming-yu, the number 6. Early possession for them. Here's Ming-yu. Good pass of the ball there from Ming-yu towards Kuo Han. Nicely done by Kuo Han. First 2 points in the second quarter for Chinese Taipei. Filbert Pong, number 12. And Michel Volkov with the attempt off the rim. And he's still having possession of the ball. Volkov going in. Just missing the basket there, Volkov. And back to Chinese Taipei on the offensive. A 3-pointer attempt off the rim. Possession Singapore, long throw there towards Kelvin Liao. Waiting for the rest of the crew to take their position. Volkov, Kelvin Liao, UZJ. Nothing gained from that move. Instead, it's back to Chinese Taipei. And the attempt from Kao Cheng En. Ball up in there, back to Cheng En. Here comes a Chinese Taipei. With a Chien Ming-yu tries to get into the act. Surely, the 2-pointer from Kelvin Liao. Taking Singapore to 16. Ming-yu. Always moving the ball around, always actively passing the ball. But dispossessed by Singapore. Here they come, and Kelvin. Well, just missing the target right at the end. Instead, it is Chinese Taipei. Possession back to Singapore. Kelvin from the right flank. Michel Volkov. Almost losing possession. Back to Kelvin Liao. He's quick. And Kelvin. Oh, what a miss there from Filbert Pong, unfortunately. But there was a foul there on Filbert Pong. Committed by Liu Yenting, and Filbert now with this free throws for Singapore. And the second one for Filbert. Off the board. Touches the rim and into the basket. 16-18 now for Singapore. But still trailing to Chinese Taipei's 33. And here we go, Chinese Taipei. Guo Cheng En. Oh, a 3-pointer. Delivered by that man, the number 5, Gao Jinwei. Jarrell with Filbert. Volkov, the big man. Michel Volkov. Yeah, Jarrell. There was a foul on Jarrell by Kuo Han. As we take a look at this action replay, the push there from Kuo Han. Therefore, possession has been given to Singapore from the sideline. Jarrell into the hoop. Nicely done there from Filbert Pong, Jun Kai. Singapore at 20 currently. And Chinese Taipei looking to add to their tally currently. Ming-yu, precision. Mr. Precision, Chien Ming-yu. Another 3-pointer for that man, Ming-yu. Volkov, Filbert. Linking up well, the two players. It's the number 10 there, UZJ. The latest scorer for Singapore. It's 22-39. Chinese Taipei playing an easy game here. Making good use of the possession. Well, each time they have it. Filbert. And Polkov tries very hard. There was a challenge there on the Michel Polkov. Good pass there from Filbert Pong towards Polkov. And there was a foul there from, I think it was Chen Mingyu. So the opportunity here for Hugh Zijie. In fact, it was Zijie who was fouled in the zone. Singapore at 23 currently. 2 out of 2 for Hugh Zijie. Still 15 points behind Chinese Taipei. Guo Han. Oh, what a nice shot there. This time it's from Cao Cheng-en. Yet another 3-pointer from Chinese Taipei. This time is the number 2 Cao Cheng-en. (24-42). That's the score currently. And Singapore making their move, and a 3-pointer nicely done there by Zijie. Yu Zijie. Not to be outdone by Cao Cheng-en. Getting into the scoring act as well. It's 27 for Singapore. Chinese Taipei now on the offensive. A good pass from under the hoop there. Nicely done. Liu Yanting for Chinese Taipei, the number 7. Here's Cheng En. There was a foul spotted by the umpire earlier. And possession given to Singapore. Inside their own half. Hugh Zijie, the man with the ball. Filbert, Jarrell, Bradley Chavis, the American. Lost possession. And the player who went down is Ming Yu. After trying to stop Jarrell on his track there. Ming Yu is fine to continue with a game. A game that Chinese Taipei is leading by 44-27 currently. Guo Cheng-en, Cheng-en off the rim instead. Coming so close, finding the target. Picked up nicely by Zijie, and then Jarrell, a long pass there towards Filbert. Off the rim, and back to Chinese Taipei. What a turn there from a Gao Jinwei. And here comes the attempt from a Chinese Taipei. Not yet. It was a Yanting tussling for the ball possession. Jarrell, what a rejection there from a Chinese Taipei. This is Jarrell on his way. And nicely done there by Guo Han to deny Jarrell. And a timeout call at this point, where Singapore is 27 and Chinese Taipei 44. And back into the main court. The second quarter with about 3 minutes and a half remaining on the clock. Chinese Taipei handsomely in the lead currently, 44-27. 2 points there, delivered by Gopal M. Gia for Singapore. Guo Chang'an, Jin Wei. There was a foul spotted by the umpire, Chinese Taipei. So therefore possession given to Singapore. UZJ. 14 is Leon Chia. Leon, ball went out of his feet, unfortunately. Despite the attempt for him to try and make inroad into Chinese Taipei's area. So possession back to Chinese Taipei. Here's the number 5, Jin Wei. Another attempt off the rim. ZJ for Singapore. Leon Chia is quick. And a good pass there towards Justin Lim. And still Singapore unable to make the shot. Justin Lim off the rim instead. And it was the tall Kuo Han with the attempt to push the ball away. Possession given to Chinese Taipei. Gao Jinwei. Kuo Han, the big man up against Justin, and Kuo Han did well to shackle off Justin and find the basket for Chinese Taipei. 46 points. Singapore moving their way. Leon Chia towards Justin. Good catch there from Justin, and here's ZJ. A bit unfortunate, still has possession. This is Gopal. Gopal making no mistake, finding the basket for Singapore. And it's Chinese Taipei's turn. Mingyu back into the mix. Off the rim. Yenting as well. A bit unlucky there. Dispossessed by Singapore. With Kelvin Liao calling the shots here for Singapore. Well, against Mingyu. Kelvin ran onto Mingyu in this attempt to try to get the better of Chen Mingyu. So possession given to Singapore. Well, it is a free throw actually given to Singapore with Kelvin, the benefactor, with the opportunity to get the point here for Singapore. First one went in from Kelvin Liao. And the second one from Kelvin. Likewise into the basket. So that's 33 currently for Singapore against 46 for Chinese Taipei. Just over a minute remaining on the clock here. This is Jin Wei for Chinese Taipei. And Mingyu tries to hold on to the ball but lost it. Good challenge from Singapore. So possession given back to Chinese Taipei. Still Chinese Taipei with their attempt. Picked up by Justin. Zijie on the right flank here. This is Calvin Liao. Justin is up front and dispossessed. Good play there from Gao Cheng An. Did well to steal the ball away from Zijie. And with that point number 48 for Chinese Taipei. Another attempt from Singapore with a Zijie into the basket from beyond the arch. That's a 3-pointer from the Singapore's number 10, Yu Zijie. Surely this will be the final move in this quarter for Chinese Taipei. Gao Jinwei. And a foul by Zijie on Jinwei. So the throw in from the sideline for Chinese Taipei. Right, the final moment of this quarter will be Chen Mingyu. Nope, not into the hoop. Instead, it is Singapore. Likewise, Calvin Liao, no luck there. And it ends this quarter number 2 with Taipei, Chinese Taipei in the lead, 48-36.
This is the way to enjoy Mommy Monster Snack. You gotta crunch it, shake it, munch it. Crunch it, shake it, munch it. You got a monster, crunch it, shake it, monster, munch it. Yo, you gotta crunch it, shake it, munch it. You got it, kid. Mommy. crunch it. Crunch it, shake it, munch it. You got a monster, crunch it, shake it, monster, munch it. Yo, you got to crunch it, shake it, munch it. You got it, kid. Mommy.
Okay, we're back onto the main court here at the Mamee Stadium in Melaka for the Mamee Cup Melaka International Basketball Championship 2019, and the final day of the competition. And we're down to the last 3 games. This is the first of the 3 today. Chinese Taipei against Singapore. At the end of the second quarter, it is Chinese Taipei with a good 12 points lead over Singapore, 48-36. 2 more quarters to be played here. Playing their respectively final games of the tournament, Chinese Taipei and Singapore. Singapore playing in white and Chinese Taipei in all blue. Justin Lim, first attempt for Singapore, off the rim. There's Chinese Taipei on the offensive currently. What a run. Just a bit unlucky at the end there for Chinese Taipei. Xie Yashuan. Singapore with the first points in this quarter to come within 10 points of Chinese Taipei, 38-48. Number 11 there for Chinese Taipei, Lin Chunchi. Xuan. Back to Chun Chi. Guo Han. This is Chun Chi. And a foul there on a Chun Chi by number 14, Leon Chia. He tries to stop a Chun Chi on his track. Seems like the foul by Leon. It sort of like grazes Chun Chi a little bit in the mouth area. So therefore, the free throw given to Chinese Taipei. First one in. And this is Gao Jinwei taking the place of Chun Chi with the free throws. So 2 points there for Chinese Taipei of the free throws. Jarrell looking for the three-pointer there off the rim. And it's back to Chinese Taipei. Gao Jinwei. What a run. What a shot from the number 5. Making no mistake there, Gao Jinwei. And the ball has gone out of play. So throw in for Singapore from the sideline. Jarrell. Bradley Chavis. Michelle Volkov at number 18. Gopal on the left. This is Jarrell. Singapore on the offensive here. Justin Lim. And they lost the ball, but Jarrell gave chase. It's the end of the shot clock there. So possession for Chinese Taipei. Jinwei. And the first attempt for a three-pointer. The rebound from the dribbling skill of Jarrell. Send Yashuan to the ground. And Chinese Taipei making full use of the opportunity from the counter-attack. Gopal Mgia for Singapore. 14 is Leon Chia. Still the tries. And the basket has been eluding them. Michelle Volkov, and to the right it's Calvin. Still no luck there. And back to Chinese Taipei. Number 9. What a shot there from Lin Zufeng. Zufeng receiving the ball. And a quick tip and a jump to put the ball into the basket. So it's Chinese Taipei with 58 points over Singapore 38, a lead of 20 points. And now the timeout. Okay, back onto the court for the two teams. Well, just a moment ago, it was a lead of 10 points by Chinese Taipei over Singapore. But look at the scoreline currently. 20 points to the good for Chinese Taipei. And still about 7 minutes to play in this third quarter. And Chinese Taipei simply taking charge of the game here. A class above Singapore surely. Here's Filbert for Singapore, Leon Chia, number 14. Look at the defending from Kuo Han, but still good effort there from Yu Zijie to find the basket. Point number 40 for Singapore. Here's the team in blue making their move currently. Zhu Fang with a three-pointer attempt off the rim instead. Back to Singapore. Number 14, Leon, once more tries to make inroad, but there was a foul on him, and it was spotted by the umpire. So therefore, possession given to Singapore from the sideline. Yu Zijie. Leon. 22 is Wang Liang Rong. Lost the ball. Back to Chinese Taipei now. Yashuan to Zhu Feng. Zhu Feng. Not quite. The possession currently for Singapore. 12 Filbert. Too long the pass from Filbert Pong. That was meant for Leon Chia. A missed opportunity there for Singapore. Gao Jinwei with the big man Kuo Han. Kuo Han. Another effort for Chinese Taipei. No basket there. Instead, it is Singapore trickling on the rim, but not into the basket, unfortunately, for Liang Rong. Jinwei. Jinwei, precision. Nicely done by Gao Jinwei. Finding the target to take Chinese Taipei to 61 points currently. Still no basket from Yu Zijie of Singapore. And here comes Chinese Taipei once more on the offensive. From beyond the arch, nicely done. Another three-pointer from number 12 there, Thing Quang Hao. Quang Hao for Chinese Taipei. First shot in this third quarter, and Singapore finally has the points there from Leon Chia. 42-64. Being picked up by Chinese Taipei. Jinwei. Jinwei goes in. Jinwei. Nicely done by Gao Jinwei. Likewise for Singapore as well.
Coach.
It is Leon Chia, number 14, getting into the scoring act as well. Four minutes remaining on the clock in the third quarter here. Wholesale substitution for players from Chinese Taipei. New sets of players. Rolling substitution, of course. Format being used in this game, as in most basketball game. And Kelvin Liao for Singapore. He's quick. Well, good defending there from Chinese Taipei. Moving in there, and it was the number 11 for Chinese Taipei, Lin Chun-chi, denying Kelvin Liao, but there was a foul there on Kelvin. So therefore the free throw has been given in favor of Kelvin Liao. And into the basket. At 45-66. And to come within 20 points of Chinese Taipei 46-66. Conversion by Calvin Liao, both from the free throws. Chinese Taipei with number 11 Lin Chunchi. Chunchi is going for it. Able to tip off the ball back to his teammates Ming Yu. This is Chunchi. Has the space. And a pass for Yenting. Hit the rim instead. Still Chinese Taipei. With another effort this time dispossessed. And a long pass there towards number 12 for Singapore, Philbert Pong, who made no mistake to slot it home. And a push from Yenting, Liu Yenting. So the foul was given. And possession back to Singapore currently. So here we go, Singapore. They need the points. Good defending there once more from Chinese Taipei, denying Singapore. Time and time again. Number 2, Kuo Chang-en. Proving to be a tough customer to handle there, Kuo Chang-en. Putting Chinese Taipei back into this 20 points lead over Singapore. And the Islander not to be outdone. Good shot there from behind the arch by Leon Chia. And likewise, Chinese Taipei from under the hoop. Once more, Kuo Chang-en. Back to Singapore. Points are all racking up now. From both ends. And now it's a Chinese Taipei's turn. Yenting with a foul, with a push there from Liu Yenting, surely. He tries to make inroad. And the push by Yenting towards Singapore's Philbert Pong. Really unnecessary to commit such foul, Liu Yenting. Nevertheless, possession given to Singapore. Here's Jarrell. And Jarrell went looking for the foul. He was given. Denied by number 2, Kuo Chang-en. And here comes the free throw for Jarrell Bradley Chavis, the lone American in this Singapore's team. Off the rim instead, with the first throw by Jarrell. Jarrell Bradley Chavis and into the basket from the American. Singapore 54 and Chinese Taipei 70. Chang-en once more. Wang Shenglin, the newcomer. He's tall, Wang Shenglin. The tallest player at 2.04 meter. The whistle has gone from the umpire. Another foul spotted. So possession given to Chinese Taipei. In a good position here. Lin Chunchi. Chang-en. Back to Chunchi. Looking for the opportunity. Chang-en back to Chunchi. Here comes Chunchi and Chang-en. The two players combining very well. And in the end, the shot from Ming Yu not finding the target, unfortunately. But there was a foul. And it was given to Singapore. So the free throw given in favor of Singapore. Step up front, Leon Chia with the first one. Went in from Leon Chia. And likewise the second one, taking Singapore to 58. 12 points lead by Chinese Taipei over Singapore. 20 points has been cut short. But here's the number 7, Liu Yanting, with a good shot there. 2 more points for Chinese Taipei. 72-58. And here they come once more. Number 9, Singapore. Tan Yuan Yang not finding the target. Is Jarrell making no mistake there. Able to slot it home despite the challenge from the Chinese Taipei players. Final moment of the third quarter here. And Chinese Taipei in possession of the ball. And a player finding the target there is a Liu Yanting. This will be Singapore's. Too high off the board instead. So a 14-point leads by Chinese Taipei over Singapore at 74-60 with just 1 quarter remaining. In charge of the game, the small player Gao Jinwei proving to be one of his key players. There's several shots made by him. Number 9, Lin Zufeng, given the run out by the coach. Also making his presence felt, Li Junfeng, the number 9. There was a good shot there. Into the hoop by Zufeng. For Singapore, Yu Zijie. Certainly a real skillful player, able to find the basket, and quite often at that. But a good pass there, no look pass there towards Leon Chia. Made full use of the opportunity presented to him. And at the other end, here comes Gao Jinwei once more. Not easy to stop that man, Gao Jinwei. Leon Chia, good conversion there, despite the challenge by the Chinese Taipei players. Calvin Liao was denied at the end by Lin Chunchi. And it was a good long pass, and surely Philbert not going to miss from that angle. And for Chinese Taipei, the number 2, Kao Cheng-en, certainly has been one of the key players. So all round good action of this game between Chinese Taipei and Singapore. And we're down into the final quarter, the 4th quarter of the game between the two teams. So 10 minutes to play for Mamee Cup Melaka International Basketball Championship 2019. 6 nation, 15 battles. We're down to the final 3 today. And 1 champion. Who will it be? You'll find out at the end of the 3rd game this evening. Right now, let's focus on the remainder of this game between the two teams, Singapore and Chinese Taipei. Zijie with the pass towards Jarrell Bradley Chavis. Justin. Jarrell The attempt was picked up by Gopal. Gopal, long pass there towards ZJ. ZJ off the rim, unfortunately. No luck there for Singapore. And at the other end, here comes Chinese Taipei on the offensive. But the last possession, Jarrell, a good pass there from Jarrell towards ZJ. A great link up between the two players, Jarrell, Bradley Chavis, and also ZJ. Nailing point number 62 for Singapore. Number 7 there is Liu Yenting. Another piece of action there, Yenting. Good pass there towards the number 9, Lin Zhufeng. And a foul was given, and here's Zhu Feng with the free throws. First one in, and here's the second one from Lin Zhu Feng. ZJ with a good shot there from the number 10. And currently Singapore trailing by just 12 points behind Chinese Taipei. Another look at that latest effort from number 7, Liu Yenting. And the free throw has been given in favor of Yenting of Chinese Taipei. Well, just getting ready with this free throw. Liu Yenting. And into the hoop. Another point there. Contribution from number 7, Yenting. Gopal here. Sharrell. And the shot from Gopal and Gia off the rim instead. So possession back to Chinese Taipei. Bit nonchalant there, dispossessed by Gopal. And here comes Singapore. That was a good shot there. Point number 66 for Singapore. Number 17 for Singapore is Daryl Chua Deng Yu, making his appearance in this the final quarter of this game. Daryl Chua wearing number 17 for Singapore. Good shot. Another point for Chinese Taipei. Jarrell. ZJ. Moving the plays around. Back to Jarrell. Bradley Chavis. Assisted here by Gopal. Justin. Good defending from the Chinese Taipei. Making it a bit difficult for Justin Lim. Nevertheless, a foul spotted by the umpire. It has been given. So possession to Singapore from behind the line. On the back line. Sharrell, Bradley Chavis. Long throw there towards ZJ. ZJ from behind the arch. Off the board instead. Unfortunately. It's Chinese Taipei making the move. Gao Jinwei once more. Tries to keep the ball in play. It's gone out. Unfortunately for Lin Zhufeng. So possession back to Singapore currently. 81 the Chinese Taipei, 66 Singapore. More substitution for Singapore. 22 Wang Liangrong back onto the court. This is Leon Chia, number 14. ZJ, Liangrong, back to Leon. Singapore tries to move its players around. Yuan Yang, ZJ, long pass there towards Wang Liangrong. And here comes the shot. Precision nicely done there by Leon Chia. A three-pointer as a contribution from the number 14 in Singapore. Ming Yu. Here's the big man Ko Han. Ko Han's going for it. Picked up here by Ming Yu. Off the board. A bit unlucky they're not finding the target there by the number 6 Chien Ming Yu. So possession back to Singapore currently. Plenty of points are trailing behind Chinese Taipei. But that was a good move. Initiated by ZJ. Slotted home by Wang Liangrong. So 10 points trailing behind Chinese Taipei currently. Just 10 points. Imagine it was a 20 at one point. Chinese Taipei, number 6. Ming Yu. Here's Jin Wei. Jin Wei, oh! Slight miscalculation there, attempted to pass the ball back to Ming Yu. Instead, it went out for possession to Singapore. Not a good throw there, not a good pass there from Leon. And Chinese Taipei on the offensive, and Gao Jinwei making no mistake there from behind the arch. Another 3-pointers for him. And Gao Jinwei dispossessing Leon Chia. And here's Zhu Fang, too high over the hoop. It is Chinese Taipei, or rather Singapore, through Wang Liangrong. Liangrong off the rim. Quick play from Chinese Taipei. Quickly moving the ball upwards. And Singapore needing to track back to defend their fort. Here's Jin Wei with a jump and into the hoop by Go Jin Wei. Chinese Taipei 86 points to the good, 71 for Singapore. Tries to keep the ball in play there. Hugh ZJ. It's gone out. So possession back to Chinese Taipei. It's looking good for them. With about 4 minutes and a half remaining on the clock here. The first game in the final day of the Mamee Cup Melaka International Basketball Championship 2019. Jin Wei. Number 7 is Yan Ting with the attempt. Wuhan as well. Good defending there from Singapore, especially from number 9, Tan Yuan Yang, denying Kuo Han. Though there was a foul committed there. And Kuo Han will have the opportunity to add to the tally now for Chinese Taipei. Big man standing at 1.94 meter, Kuo Han. First one into the basket. That's 87 for Chinese Taipei. And the second one, likewise precision, nicely done by Kuo Han. 88-71 currently. Wang Liangrong here for Singapore. Leon Chia. Number 12. Wilbert. Calvin with a shot. Too high. Off the board instead from Calvin Liao. What a pass towards Gao Jinwei. He picks it up nicely. And Jinwei now is going for it. And the support coming a little bit late from Kuo Han. And it's back to Singapore. Surely Wang Liangrong finding the basket. With a help there from number 9, Tan Yuan Yang. Chinese Taipei. They are rocking it. Zhu Feng with the attempt. Off the rim instead from Lin Zufeng. Substitution for Chinese Taipei. Gao Cheng-en back onto the court. Likewise, Wang Shenglin taking his place. He's one of the 5 for Chinese Taipei. The tallest player on the court, Wang Shenglin. But here's Singapore on the offensive. Wang Liangrong too high over the hoop. And back to Chinese Taipei, Gao Jinwei. And with a pass towards Gao Cheng-en. Made no mistake to slot it home. 90 now for Chinese Taipei. Filbert for Singapore. Filbert Pong tries to get the better of Kuo Han, and here's Leon too high. Missing the target there by Leon Chia. A bit unfortunate for Singapore. Still stuck at 73 currently, and 90 for Chinese Taipei. Shenglin trickling on the rim but not into the basket. Possession back to Singapore. Here's Filbert. Kevin Liao makes his move. Yuan Yang. Is there a foul there? Yes, it was on Yuan Yang by Wang Shenglin. So free throw awarded to Singapore. The number 9, Tan Yuan Yang, with the opportunity to add to Singapore's tally. Off the board. Too hot. The first one from Yuan Yang. He'll have this second opportunity. And lop into the hoop for Yuan Yang. Point number 74, Singapore. Still 16 points behind Chinese Taipei, who still have Gao Jinwei among the 5 players for the team in blue. Shenglin almost dispossessed. Here comes Jinwei with the assistant, almost finding the target. Not quite. Well, a signal from Gao Jinwei to Wang Shenglin. Perhaps Wang Shenglin should have made the throw. Jarrell Bradley Chavez. Filbert. Leon from behind the arch from Leon. Off the board. Here comes Chinese Taipei. Lin Zufeng, the number 9, in a good position there. Too high. Singapore reprieve. Here's Justin. 2 against 2. Still Justin. Surely. Nope. Second chance for Justin. What a great defending there from Wang Shenglin. All the effort from Justin is not in vain, as the foul was committed by Wang Shenglin. Therefore, here's Justin Lim with the opportunity to add to Singapore's tally. Clock ticking. Slightly more than a minute remaining on the clock in this final quarter of the game. Jarrell, what a shot from the American. Jarrell Bradley Chavez. Singapore's 77 point currently. And here comes Chinese Taipei. Kuo Han. Close proximity, and finally from the rebound, slotting it home. Got a big man, Kuo Han. Point number 92, Chinese Taipei. And Jarrell just missing the basket there. Possession back to Chinese Taipei, and they're quick, they're fast, and always in searching for the next pointer. And Gao Jinwei, while he's on fire, surely Gao Jinwei taking Chinese Taipei's tally to 95 currently. And a long pass there from Justin towards Calvin Liao. And with that is the end of the game between Chinese Taipei and Singapore. An all-round commanding performance from Chinese Taipei, the team in blue, with a win over Singapore in their final game of the tournament, 95-77.
因为是看胜负分嘛。那你们之前的，这跟你们之前来这里打比赛之前的那个设想，跟是在预料之内吗？
就是我们是以赛代训啊，就是让，其实我们最主要是 UBA 啊，所以这就是增加我们经验，就是成绩就其次了，所以就是学经验这样。
可是你们赛前应该会有一些，就是这场比赛能不能拿下来，一定会有这个预期嘛？
对啊，就是
所以说有超过你们的预期吗？
虽然就说就是出来尽量要赢啊，就是成绩还是要有啊，就是不要太差这样就好。
那昨天对菲律宾的那场比赛是你们球队目前为止打的最难打的一个对手嘛？
对啊，那因为他们很有经验啊，防守又就是我们很多要学他们地方啊，就是被上一课这样。
被上一课。
对
啊。那这个算是你们 UBA 的备战嘛？我知道你们队上有一些伤兵。
对。
那其实上有好几名球员没有打，包括你们还有一个外籍生没有上场。
对。
那是因为受伤关系吗？
外籍生是超龄的。
超龄。
对，所以他 UBA 不能打，因为他也有受伤，就是他才刚练球而已，所以这样应该不会让他打这样。
哦，好。那要不要谈论一下下一场比赛？就是主队马六甲对菲律宾，你要不要预测一下？
马六甲，因为马六甲的另外一个中锋洋将没打，我觉得只靠另外一个后卫洋将比较吃亏啊。因为菲律宾几乎都黑人啊，就是比较占优势啊。
菲律宾其实他们只有一个 只有一个是美国人，
哦，只有一个，
其他都是菲律宾人。
他们都是职业队退下来，都很有经验的。对。
那最后一个问题要补充一下，你们满意这次你们打比赛的那个，就是这成绩你们满意吗？
成绩满意啊，只是对菲律宾那场不满意。对，打太烂。
好，你们这样下半场有点放松就是第三节末段跟第4节有点放松，是常常会有这种情况发生。
没有，是刚刚尺度感觉怪怪的啊，大家
判罚尺度。
对啊。
你说裁判日？
对啊，就哨音，然后就算了，就把它打完。
了解，好，谢谢接受访问，谢谢志来比赛，谢谢。